Hey, what's up, everybody? It's, my last video was kind of didn't get to finish it, to say the least, but I'm making this video in particular is going to be just something that I can't share with somebody right now, and I'm just going to put it on here because you never know what'll happen, and it sucks that I can't contact her, and I can't talk to her or nothing, but this is I guess a sonnet, I guess you could say, that I wrote. It is titled Dear Jacqueline, The Hardest Thing by H. Cannon. Dedicated to all of those who chose to give up. Don't. Nearly a quarter of my life I have spent chasing after a few precious moments of our time. Almost a third of your own life with me has been spent slamming doors closed that lead into mine. The only thing that remains certain anymore is that nothing is for sure. Only this time it is much worse than it has ever been before. I've been thinking and walking in circles for miles with an old man that never smiles. He doesn't ever look up from the floor. The love of his life, the only one he ever knew, taken too soon, left him with an empty hole in his chest that causes him to drift in lost circles of sorrow, aimless, a walking, drifting man, no longer in pain, but never painless, forever yearning for one last chance to hold her and face her, to embrace her, a walking man, dead, reaching out desperately to an apparition that he is missing. A silent scream awakes him. He is breathless. The darkness, deathless, does not erase her. Cold as a stone, I realize that the man in my dream, in his own dream, is me. I am alone. The daylight does not reveal her, reveals you. Actually, it only came back to steal you. It's unfair, unreal, and untrue. I'm awaking from these dreams into nightmares that are dreams too. Every moment awake is a daymare. I can no longer tell them apart, the dark in my heart. I can't see through these walls. Concrete and steel, but not as real in comparison. These walls you have me trapped in, they pale in comparison. The walls you have built between us are built of fear, and they won't let me near. I can see clear through those walls. I know you are behind them. You are real. I can't see or touch you either, but I can feel, reaching, like the man in my dream that was really me, walking and reaching into a mist, a mere memory in a dream about the love of my life that I miss. She doesn't exist? We had our shot. You believe we missed. We don't even exist, but you are missed. Why are you doing this? Why am I doing this? What am I to you? Why am I here? I am where I've always been, still again, wasting away, a mere reflection of the man I was, waiting for another day like yesterday, battered. Tomorrow comes bearing only more rejection. Where'd you go? Gone. Again, tattered. I stand alone, just standing. Hands reaching, heart empty, abandoned. Again. I still cry, though my tears have run dry. I don't understand it. Why? It's torturous. I wanted so much more for us. Why do I beg and plead or even feel the need? What little we had was more than most ever have, and there was still so much in store for us. But we choose war for us. You made things so much more difficult with lies, half-truths, whole truths, denial. I helped make things impossible, playing tit for tat and running away like a child. But it's all the impossibly hard things that we endure together that make us worthwhile. The things you didn't know that I knew bothered you and I, and after you had spoken them, the guilt and shame you carried for the things you have done became mine to carry. But instead I choked. I tried to walk softly around those sleeping giants, but I stumbled and woke. Still I try to love you, only harder. Not just for my sake, not just for your sake, but for fuck's sake, our sons and daughters, for our lives, our family, what I believed to be our love, until you told me it wasn't. One-sided? Unlikely. I should have known. Then I did. You didn't hide it. Hell, you took pride in it. My side versus your side, till I moved outside and cried more and cried. I tried. Decided the only thing left to do was slide. I'd show you, and I did. I slid. Further and further, I started losing my grip. I began to fall. It seemed like you didn't care at all. You stood on the edge and just watched me slip. I was screaming your name. You turned and covered your ears and walked away, pretending not to hear the sound of it escaping my lips. You gave yourself away and had love for everyone but me. Still, I loved you and missed you. It took everything I had when you showed up that day to not let you hug me and kiss you. Everyone must be right. I guess I have issues. It's pathetic. I'm pathetic. I know it. But when you know something that nobody else knows, that's all it looks like to them when you show it. I know you because this time I saw you feel it. It's not just me that's crazy this time, is it? I took everything you threw at me and asked for more. I fought it, but I won this time. I held your hand in mine the whole time. I looked into your eyes, you looked into mine. A moment for me forever frozen in my time. In love with you, forever your fool, your tool, to use however you wish to take everything we had apart, creating an end from the start. You knew right where to find me every time. This time the cell door slams behind me when you're done wrenching my heart and hammering my mind. My mind will not function because my heart is so broken, hoping all the suffering I am experiencing again will stop with the sound of your voice on the other end. I long for it, so long that it never comes, just silence. The madness of your absence and sadness tear through my soul like violence. There is no other choice, not for me. There's not another one worth making. So many for the taking that aren't worth it for me. They aren't worth shit to me. This is it for me. The emptiness and desolation, all my anger, like suffocation, indifference, depression. I see no answers. I begin looking for questions. I feel air in my lungs when I am breathing. Does that mean I'm alive? I can see that nothing I have seen is real. Does that mean I'm blind? I can hear all the sounds coming from sources unknown and catch glimpses of things that shouldn't be. Does this mean that my way is clearly as lost as my mind? How could I want her back when in reality I never had her? I never could. You were never mine to have. I never really mattered. I never would, and it would never matter, but it should. Lives shatter, again stricken by disaster. The world moves right along unaffected, as if none of us ever existed. It's twisted, and you go right along with it. You persisted. Days pass, nights with them, even more pass after. No sign of you, just more darkness that comes with what sounds with the lack of voices to be their laughter. My God, their laughter. I cover my ears and it does nothing but get louder. I can't block it out as it goes on for hours and hours. Might not be so bad to hear if I weren't so certain that there are no children here. They aren't here. They aren't here. Sounds that should make me smile, but they haunt me. They disappear from the corner of my eyes. They're just playing, but they taunt me, terrifying me eventually instead of soothing me. Then a horrid and sobering truth occurs to me. Having me in their lives could very well hurt everyone I love much more than losing me. Danger. I'm watching my own life as a stranger, like a movie. Time refusing. I keep hitting rewind in my mind, but it's like the fucking button is broken. It's stuck. What the fuck? Stuck on pause in a moment that I fucked up, that you fucked up, that we fucked up together. Now I'm stuck there forever. It never, without you, without them. That time is gone, long gone, and I am lost. Look what we did. Look what I caused. You won't even try to fix it? It's sick. You think what we have to lose is worth the cost of never even trying? At least look me in the fucking eyes when you're lying. You won't, because you can't. You don't want to. You would rather start again with a stranger than stand for and once fight for the one man that ever fought for you. That's weak. I'm not sorry, that's weak. I would die before I would ever turn on you, no matter what anyone threatened to do. Like it or not, there are sides to this shit. Our side and their side. You need to realize this. Their side wants me gone, out of the picture completely. And it still could happen before this is over, believe me. I don't feel like you would even grieve me. Just replace me. If I was burning, you would just as soon fan the flames as face me, wouldn't you? And you would know the entire time that I was burning alive, that I was still in love with you, wouldn't you? Then you would hate me even more. You never could understand the man that I am. Well, maybe now that I was. All I ever wanted was us. You and me together, our family forever. Our place to be a home, and with love For you and I to be able to just hold each other and watch our children grow. For us to grow older together. For you to be there. It's not fair. We fucked up and our kids have to pay, taken away. The things you would say to us all. And how I abandoned our family when needed most. I should have been close, never the same. I ran away and hid long before I did what I did. I saw it coming. I felt it and tried to fight it. I fought it. You pushed it. I swear I tried my best, all I could until I just lost it. I wasn't strong enough in that moment. I saw the line and where it led as I crossed it. I hurt you in a way that you could not hurt me, but I also destroyed myself in the process. You said you had it coming. At least something. I'm not sure I agree with that, but from nothing would have come nothing. You did the things you did. You know it. You do. But what you don't know is because of what I did, I'm no better than you. But I am not a fucking stalker or a child abuser. I reacted to being hurt and ridiculed by the person I loved and needed most, now my accuser. That is wrong. Something else I know you know. Dead wrong. I do not need you to tell me or remind you why. I will not try. It will not fly. It was horrible. They were adorable. Now they are a ghost to me, and I am the one labeled as a horrible and deplorable. That's not okay, but I'm used to it. Might even be some truth to it. You will have to live with what you do and what you say, so will I. So will they. I haven't given much, if any, thought at all to what will happen if you don't come to your senses. It might take until it's too late, but you will realize and drop the offenses. Stop acting defenseless. It's senseless. I always get what I need, and you know this. What I believe in, I stand so firmly behind it may seem foolish. I stand for it strong, even if or even when it proves to be wrong. But it will still stand to be true. We nearly had it. It was right there. It is real and it exists. I accept no other alternatives. There is no other reality that fits. It's all there is, just this. Even as I am locked up facing years, shedding the last of my tears and fears, even with no word of support or love, not a peep, still I cannot sleep. You invade my thoughts too deep, and I'm fighting for my keep. I am extremely hurt and disappointed again. You let me in, and showed her to me. You let me have her for a moment. Something isn't right with you, and I know it. You don't have to be afraid or ashamed to let me see it. You can show it. Even after all you have said and the things I have done, I refuse to just let go of it. I can't. I won't. I told you I never would, and I still don't. Fuck whatever you heard or what you've been told. What we have is more precious than gold. Just look at us. Look at what they took from us. Look at all the meaningless shit that we mistook for us. You told me things I didn't need to know, things I never needed to see. But I'm okay with that because that's who you needed me to be. And I will always bleed for you and plead for you. For the sake of our family and our life and our future, you better believe I'd part the fucking sea for you. You came back against all odds to show me what I was blind to once, when I had lost the hope. I believe you will again, because I believe in you. I always have. I am more determined now than I have ever been to find you and reel you back in. I know you were in there. Scared. Lost. So am I. I need you at all costs, even if it means I must die. I must live. But I would much rather live for you and the family I love than to give my life to death. I still want you to do what you said yes to and be my wife until my last breath. Miracles? Yeah, I'm counting on one to save me. Us, maybe. I cannot say that I'm not expecting instead another tragedy, maybe to break me, if you forsake me. This is not the harder thing. This is the absolute hardest and most worth it, the most real. I can't make you accept it or take it. I know that our love is not dead. It fell asleep, grew weak, got tired, lost hope. But now is the time, and if ever was, will be to fight. We can still make it. Everything can still be all right. It's not broke. I love you, Jack. I fucking mean it. You run because you don't know what it looks like. Neither did I before I felt it and seen it. I have grown, and I'm still growing, I know. I know you. Please, baby, stop making me beg for you to open your eyes so I can show you. I will not beg anymore. Even as I write, I know it's not true because I will. And I would die and I would kill even now, still. The rearview mirror is crystal clear, but there's no point. Time only moves forward, and clearly the future without you and my children is empty. It's only black. I had all I ever wanted or needed, and I want it back. I need it back. I love you now as I always have and always will. Senseless, defenseless. Not sorry, never will be. This is what true, timeless, unconditional love looks like. It's not lost. This is the cost. Open your eyes, wake up and see. I love you. You are the rock that holds us down, or the one that sinks us. This is the place. I love you.